did, sir.
I know the answer, but I'm asking you. You were not present when the search was carried out upstairs because you were downstairs.
Yeah, I was downstairs when the search carried upstairs.
How long was it between the time you went downstairs and you went back upstairs?
Well, so they closed the 3 hours.
And during that time, a search was being carried out upstairs.
Yes.
The door you went through, you said, was on the western side.
Yes, sir.
Did anyone have to use force to open that door for you to leave?
No, sir.
Chairman, I have no further questions of this witness.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. James.
Go on, sir.
My name is Selwyn Peters, and I'm representing the Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Prison Service. I have some questions for you. Do you have a copy of your witness statement in front of you?
No, sir.
Can the Secretariat provide the witness with a statement? Madam, is that statement a clean statement, or does it have any writing on it? Very well. Sir, take a look at your statement, please. Take a look at the second page of your statement. No, I understand. Take a look at the second page of your statement. If you look at the second to last line of that statement, it has a signature. You see there's something saying Desmond James?
Yes, sir.
Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And let me ask you this, the process by which you did the statement. You mentioned that another inmate transcribed the statement for you,
Yes, sir.
and
When you use the word transcribe, it assumes something was written and they transcribe it.
okay, Mr. Chairman, well, let me use a different term. Sir, can you tell the commission the process by which this statement was prepared? How was this statement prepared?
So really, you gotta break it down, cause.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you, to prepare this particular document that you have in your hands, did you met with someone or a group of persons?
Yes, sir. I met with one inmate.
You met with one inmate. And what is that inmate's name?
I don't know, sir.
Excuse me?
I don't know.
You don't know? Have you ever seen that inmate before?
No, sir. This is the first time I see the inmate.
And was there anyone else with the inmate while you were giving them the information to compile the statement?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the other inmate closely.
Pardon?
Yeah, the other inmate in other seat closely.
And where was this statement prepared?
In the library, sir.
It was prepared in the library, and was the welfare officer present when this statement was prepared?
No, sir.
Was there any prison officials present or in the vicinity when the statement was prepared?
No, sir.
for the purpose of preparing the statement, did you tell the inmate your story?
I tell the inmate the story, sir.
You told the inmate what you saw transpired,
Yes,
correct? And while you were telling the inmate what you saw transpired, was the person writing?
He was right there, sir.
Was the person, you said the person was writing as you tell the story?
Yes, sir.
And at the conclusion of writing this statement and prior to you signing the statement, did the person who wrote the statement on your behalf, did he read the statement back to you?
No, sir.
He didn't read the statement back to you?
No, sir.
Did you ask him to read the statement back to you?
So the time was close to the jail for get locked down. So he tell me he gonna complete it in the manual for me, but he didn't get to complete it.
Did he tell you, let's look at the second page again. Are you at page 2?
Yes, sir.
Just above your signature, I'm going to read what is here. It says, I give this statement to which is true and correct. Was that part read to you prior to signing the statement?
No, sir.
That part was read to you?
No, sir.
No? Why would you sign a statement for which you, as true and correct, for which you would not have known the contents?
Well, he already told me for sign it because he said I gotta sign it, but he didn't get to read it to me. Tell me gonna read it for me very well, but he didn't read it.
Prior to meeting with the inmate, well, let me ask you this. The particular inmate that you met with to complete the statement, was he a member of Capital A on March 3rd of 2016?
No, sir.
Which unit did that inmate belong to?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, you don't know, that's fine. But he was not a member of Capital A.
No, sir.
Prior to meeting with that inmate to do the statement, did you met with any other inmates to discuss the events that took place at the Camp Street prison on March 2nd and 3rd of 2016?
No, sir.
You did not discuss the events that occurred, the chanting, the rioting, or the fire with any other inmate prior to doing this statement? Is that what your evidence is?
Yes, sir.
Very well. You just testified before the panel that, and I take it that you were speaking about March 3rd of 2016, that after the door was locked, you put your bag down in front and you went to the back, correct?
Yes, sir.
That was what your evidence just was. I'm going to cross-examine you on that in a moment, but let me ask you the sequence of events prior to that door being closed. You testified that there was a fire in the area that separated Capital A and B,
Yes, sir.
and you testified as well that you saw an officer extinguish the fire.
I don't say it's who. I didn't see it who.
No, I appreciate that you didn't see it was who, but you saw a process where a fire extinguisher was used to out the fire,
Yes, sir.
right? And do you know what was on fire?
You know what was the fire?
No, what material was burning?
Oh, I don't really know. Mostly gonna be the bed sponge.
So you think it was the bed sponge that was burning?
Yes, sir.
And are all the mattresses in the Capital Division A made of sponge?
Yes, sir.
Now, after that fire, well, let me ask you, what took place before that fire?
Before the fire, the whole when the door already locked up, when the whole break forgot to Capital B inmates them torn out through the door. So he had some prisoner went over in Capital B, but I hear them say that the officers who went in there going to shoot them. So they are no but jump back through the wall.
Let me ask you this. And this is in respect, let's go back to March 2nd. Was the wall between A and B broken on the 2nd of March of 2016?
No, sir.
When, to the best of your knowledge, that wall was broken or breached?
So you could please,
Pardon?
you could please,
You want me to rephrase the question?
yes, sir.
Very well. We spoke a minute ago about a break in the wall, right?
Yes, sir.
My question to you is, when was that hole placed in the wall, or when did the prisoners break down that wall?